It's October, you guys, and we're back with K-Talk to talk to you about spooky dramas. So, my name is Adriana.
And I'm Randy.
And today we are going to cover all things spooky dramas. So, we put together kind of a list of dramas that are both on Viki and on Netflix. Most of these are on Netflix, which is great. So, that way, if you have Netflix at home, you can check these dramas out. And some of these one of these is like one of my favorite spooky dramas, but let's start talking with Oh My Ghost. How did you enjoy this one?
I liked Oh My Ghost. I enjoy Park Bo-young, the main actress in this drama. She's one of my favorite actresses.
She is so fun.
There is a good mystery in this one. Park Bo-young is someone who can see ghosts, and they can take possession of her, and it plays havoc with her life in so many ways.
In so many ways.
She's trying to become a chef, and all of these supernatural things sort of affect her dreams in life, and she's sort of beaten down. And I also really like the actress that plays the ghost.
The ghost, yes. She's hilarious. She's been in so many things, and I think her characters just, she's very quirky at times, and in this it really shows and it really shines, and the interplay between them is just fantastic. The way that, they kind of strike up a deal to help each other, and it's really fun to watch this whole drama and their interaction between each other. As far as the male characters in this goes, I think I forget the actor's name.
Jo Jung-suk, I think is his name.
The bad guy?
No, not the bad guy. I don't remember the bad guy's name,
Yeah,
but he was fantastic as a creepy villain.
He was. There was times where I was like, oh, I don't want to be in the same room with him.
No. Like,
and,
his dead eyes, his dead stare at you is just like, how can nobody figure out that he is
I know, like, how did
evil?
No one know that he was the bad guy?
Yes.
And, I think this was one of the first dramas I got to see him in. And then I saw him again in a couple other dramas, and he's a really fantastic actor. Like, I got to give it up to them. But the main male lead, honestly, I would say I could do without him in the drama.
Oh, absolutely. I think the Park Bo-young and Kim Sul-gi, those are the two actresses that sort of propel the story, and they are infinitely more interesting at times than
the love story.
Yeah.
I found myself like not even rooting for them. I was just like, I want to see what happens with the interaction between the two female actresses, because it was always the story really is driven by them. So I was, the love stories put in there just kind of, almost every single drama has a love story of some sort. So you have the love story there, the love interest is there, but it's second to the real story, which is between the two actresses. And I think that is what really makes it.
Well, and the whole point is that the ghost has a grudge, and she needs to be able to move on, and she needs to, resolve that grudge, and she is going, like you said, her and Park Bo-young's character make a deal to solve that grudge, and then the ghost is going to help her improve her life. And so there's an overall mystery of who killed the ghost, and it's a really, really, it's at times funny and scary and sad and a lot of different things. So.
A lot of emotions. And so overall, this is a great drama. If you haven't watched it, it is on Netflix, so give it a try. The next one we're going to talk about is my favorite of the bunch, which is Let's Fight Ghost. This has been one of my favorite dramas for years, and I think I've watched it at least 4 or 5 times. Because I just have so much fun watching this drama. It's goofy, it's scary at times. There's a little bit of spookiness in it. There are times where there's a couple pop scares, but now that I've watched it so many times, it doesn't get me. And the story between the two characters is a lot of fun to watch and see them develop and see their actual love story kind of progress. There's just so much fun in this story.
Yeah, well, the main actor Taek-hyung, sorry if I mispronounced that, but he is actually a singer.
Yes.
Right? I believe he's
From
in 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Yes. And so his character also can see ghosts, and he's decided to make money off of that factor. off of this. He is going to go around. He goes around and people pay him to sort of exorcise these ghosts from their buildings or whatnot. And he is going to, I believe it's like an old school building or
it was actually a school building that was still in use.
Use, okay.
The girl who is haunting the place, I guess, she was haunting it to the point where everybody was scared.
Right.
So he gets sent out to the school to exorcise the ghost. And even though, yes, he is making money, there was a point to the money. Because he wanted to fix his eyes. He didn't want to see ghosts anymore. So it was, this is something that has troubled him for a very long time because he has seen ghosts since he was a child, and he doesn't want to see them anymore. So anyway, they meet up at the school.
Again, a story where the ghosts are affecting their daily life and functioning.
Well, I mean, if you see ghosts in your daily life, I'm pretty sure it's
going to cause a problem. Definitely.
And, it's really great to see how he took ownership of it, and he was just like, well, if I'm gonna see ghosts, then I'm gonna find a way to get rid of them, and I'm gonna use them to make some money,
right?
But yeah, so he gets sent out to the school to exorcise the ghost and ends up meeting the female character.
Kim So-hyun is the actress,
and they are just fantastic together. He fights the ghosts. That's how he exorcises them. So he has actual fist fights with these ghosts to exorcise them. Little does he know that she can fight too.
Yes.
So their first interaction, needless to say, he did not walk away unscathed. But it turns out that, we start to see the mystery unfold. Something happened to her. There's a reason why she's in this state. And then he meets up on campus with two other ghost detectives who are just fantastic. They are so hilarious, and I cannot remember the actor's name, but he's been in so many dramas, and he is just hilarious in all of them. His facial expressions just drive me nuts. He's just really funny. This is probably one of my all-time favorite ghost dramas, and I really enjoy watching it, and I'll probably watch it before Halloween again.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites too. It has a good ensemble cast. So, all the characters that sort of get involved with the two main characters are really fun. There's a lot of humor. There's also
a lot of emotion.
Yes.
Because they do start to help some of the ghosts kind of resolve their issues through their exorcism. That not only is he now fighting them, he's kind of starting to see that maybe they're just people
they need
that
help.
Are stuck.
Yes, they need help.
Yeah, they do need help. So then he helps them. But yeah, I recommend this drama to you guys. If you haven't watched it, again, it is on Netflix. Go ahead and give it a watch. Definitely will say you will not be disappointed. So one more that came off of, this one is a Netflix original. And it caught me by surprise. I actually didn't think I was going to like this one, and I really fell in love with it, which is Abyss. That one, I saw the previews for it, and I was like, I don't know. I guess I'll give it a watch. I didn't have anything else to watch since I've already watched everything. And I absolutely fell in love with this drama. I mean, this isn't really a horror drama per se. It's more sci-fi than anything. But it is a really fun drama to watch. Have you seen this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I would also say, like, not only sci-fi, but like a mystery. Yeah. There is a mystery involved. Something happens to the two main characters, and actually the female actress, the main character, is murdered.
Yeah.
And I don't quite remember how it happens, but she ends up like she's still alive in this.
He brings her back, remember?
Is that how it happens?
Yeah, so it turns out Abyss is this like glowing little alien stone marble.
Yeah.
That he gets after these aliens who were supposed to leave Earth accidentally kill him.
Right.
And so they revive him.
Right.
And they come back looking as what their soul looks like.
So
and he turns into this gorgeous guy.
He was this sort of dumpy kind of character who turns into this really hot, tall guy.
Yeah. Very gorgeous guy. He can't stop looking at himself in the mirror throughout the first couple of episodes, which is hilarious to see.
Yeah.
And then the female lead is his first love, his first friend. He's loved her for, I don't know,
They've been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she gets murdered, and he uses the marble to bring her back, and she comes back looking completely different.
Yes, as Park Bo-young, who's actually in Oh My Ghost.
Yes.
So
2 dramas with her.
Yes, because she's one of my favorite actresses. Sorry.
She's amazing.
Yes.
She is.
Yes.
She's amazing. Tiny little amazing person. Mm-hmm. So she comes back, and then they have to figure out why she was murdered, who murdered her. So there's that whole mystery that they go through to figure out who murdered her, and the person who murdered her starts to figure out that she's alive. Because not only did they bring back the Park Bo-young, but they also brought back the murderer accidentally, if you recall.
Well, yeah, because there's no instructions. Like, he gets this marble, the Abyss marble, and aliens leave, and then it's like, how do I use this?
Yeah.
So
he accidentally brings back the actual murderer, who looks different as well, has aged completely. So no one recognizes each other, but the murderer starts to figure out that, the girl might still be alive. So there's this, pending doom of, will she get killed again? Will they silence her and things like that? But overall, it's a great drama. I mean, the interplay between the two characters is great. The mystery in it is great. The adventure and kind of action scenes in this are great too. I really enjoyed this drama. I was like I said, I was really surprised. It came out of left field for me. I was like, whoa, I didn't expect to like this, and I really did. And the reason I watched it was because of Park Bo-young, because I always enjoy her dramas. She's fantastic. But yeah, definitely give it a watch if you really like Korean dramas, and if you're watching this, you probably do. And if you haven't seen this one, give it a try. So the next one you didn't get to watch, but I did, which is Nightmare High, who also stars the girl from Let's Fight Ghosts, which I forget the actress's name.
Kim So-hyun.
Yeah, very young. I was kind of looking at her.
She's a child actress.
Yes, she's just fantastic, and I was blown away that she's barely 21 and she's done so much stuff.
I watched her in Moon Embraces the Sun. That was the first.
I have still to watch that one. I think I really need to watch it. Yeah. But I'll watch it. I have to be in the mindset for those period dramas. So I'll have to get into that mindset again. But Nightmare High is kind of a Twilight Zone-y, paranormal kind of drama. It's really fun, but really it hits. The first episode hit me hard because what you have is, there's all these kids in high school and they get a new teacher, and the teacher is also their counselor, and all of a sudden, he's like, oh, you should come to the counseling room, and the kids who go to the counseling room start to disappear. But nobody remembers them except for her. She starts to figure it out that, some of the kids are missing, because all of a sudden there's an empty seat, and then there's 2, and then there's 3. And, each kid that he goes to the office makes a deal with him. They strike a bargain in blood. And it's usually to do something for them, to get that one. The first girl was because she was being kind of ostracized and bullied, but it was because she used to be the bully. And so he takes her into the office and he gives her this like seating chart, and she makes up the friendship lines, and she ostracizes another girl, but everyone that she becomes friends with become obsessed with her to the point where she can't even move. They're like, struggling to grab her and stuff like that.
So it's not like what he's actually doing is helping them. No. He's causing more.
This drama is really about be careful what you wish for. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. So you're granted your wish, and your wish ends up destroying you. So each one of these teens is granted a wish, and then in the end, they're destroyed by that wish. So this drama, I really enjoyed it. It's really short drama. All the episodes are like 20 minutes or so, 24 minutes. And so you get to kind of solve that mystery of why the teacher's there and how to bring the kids back, or how do they not come back. So if you really enjoy that type of like almost Twilight Zone scenario, this is definitely the drama for you. The first episode is probably my favorite out of all of them. I was like, oh my God, is this a teen drama? Like, I was just like, whoa. Like, this is
not what you were expecting.
It was definitely not what I was expecting. So I would definitely say this is not for the faint of heart in certain scenarios. Take it with a grain of salt. But it is something that I would recommend, definitely a good drama. So, those are the spooky dramas we had to review for you this month. There's a lot of spooky dramas out there. There's tons of things that you can watch. Definitely there's more mature adult content for spooky dramas, so don't watch it without parental consent.
Yes, favorite is Kingdom. Also on Netflix.
I still have not watched that. I keep putting it off because I'm always like, I put off watching the first season because I heard they were going to do the second season.
There's a third season, so you have to wait.
Yeah, I'm the type of person that I love to binge watch. I mean, I can watch an entire drama in 24 hours if I put my mind to it.
Yeah.
So, when I know that a new season's coming up, then I'm like, I gotta wait.
Right.
So I'm probably going to wait for Kingdom to finish. But one thing that I did watch recently, and I don't know if you got to watch it, but again, you cannot watch this without parental consent, is Alive.
I did watch that.
I really enjoyed this.
Well, it was a different sort of zombie film in that, usually you're out and about and running away from the zombies. Whereas the protagonist of the main character in this drama is stuck in his home. Yeah. And
kind of like a panic room situation, but with zombies.
Right. Well, he's going about his business on a normal day. He's a gamer. He's at home. His mother has left him a note asking him to go pick up groceries, and then all of a sudden you hear screaming and chaos outside, and he's witnessing these zombie attacks from his, whatever floor apartment, and he's trapped. And he doesn't have enough food. He doesn't have enough water. He's not really prepared. And slowly his resources are being depleted, like electricity goes off.
Water goes off.
Water is gone.
See, the only thing that I did kind of not understand about this whole movie, was the electricity went off, and yet their phones are still active for like a month. I was like, what's going on here?
There was a little bit, you have to suspend a little bit of disbelief for this one. Like,
there was a few things.
Well, like his hair is dyed blonde, bleached blonde.
Yeah, and he has no growth after a month.
Yes.
So there's a few things in this that, break continuity, break some of your belief system. But at the same time, I would say there's some very emotional elements in this. And this starts right off. Like, you barely get to know this character before everything starts going crazy. Yeah. And there's very little bit of slow scenes in this movie. I would say, like, for the most part, it keeps you going. So that's one of the things I did enjoy. So, it's a good movie to watch for Halloween, but you have to watch it with a parent or guardian.
Yeah, there's a few mature dramas and movies on Netflix, including Kingdom and Alive and
Train to Busan.
Train to Busan, all dealing with zombies that are rated M. So
definitely
as
gotta
Adriana
get consent
says,
first.
ask your parents if you can watch it.
So because it is, spooky dramas, we decided to, and it is kind of Halloween based, we decided to go with Choco Pies, which Choco Pies have been around for a very long time, since 1974. So I'm feeling really old because these things are just a tiny bit older than me. So extra points if you remember a drama with Choco Pies in them.
Well, there's one that I watched. I believe it's called like Thank You or Thanks or something like that. It stars Gong Hyo Jin, and it's about a single mother who has a child who has an illness, and sort of all that entails. And the grandfather who has Alzheimer's, the mother also has to take care of the grandfather who has Alzheimer's, is obsessed with Choco Pies.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that one.
So
the one that I remember is from, I should not break that apart.
Oh.
Don't break it apart. Is Descendants of the Sun.
Well, yes, because of the
tracker,
right,
and listening device that they put in the Choco Pie.
Yes.
But Choco Pies are really delicious. They're pastry with marshmallow in the middle, kind of like a s'more.
Also,
uncooked s'more.
Also like a moon pie.
Yeah, very similar to a moon pie. And just if you guys are curious where we get our snacks from, 2 places. So you can find a lot of this stuff on Amazon.
But also H Mart.
In Naperville.
And they do have online ordering.
Yeah. So if you ever want to try out some of these snacks, we do recommend a lot of these snacks. I tend to go to H Mart at least once a month.
H Mart, and if you're ordering from the website, they have ingredients. So if you have any kind of allergies to anything, it does give you like English language ingredients.
A lot of the stuff has been translated.
Yeah.
So that way, if you do have food allergies, you can kind of verify before you purchase. So that's going to be it for our Halloween spooky drama special. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and definitely give some of these dramas a try. And we'll be back next month talking about new stuff. So we'll see you then.
We also should say we have Rokus at the library that you can check out. And these Rokus have subscriptions to Netflix. So if you don't have Netflix at home, you could use your library card to place a hold on a Roku, and then
pick it up,
check it out, and take it home and watch some of these dramas.
So have a great Halloween, guys.
Happy Halloween.